Hello travelers, I'm Timothy French and today we're in Beaufort, North Carolina to continue on our quest to visit every town center in the state. So let's get started right across from the landing here where people are lined up to go out on some lookout cruises. Yeah, this is a beautiful area right here on the water. Yeah, out here on the Crystal Coast of North Carolina, it's a beautiful little town. It's mostly a tourist town. You can go on out that way and see some of the houses and all, and same for up in that direction. But don't go the wrong way when you do it. Bikes seem to be a thing in town. But what we're going to do today is walk through this town center just like you would if you pulled up in here. So let's get started. Yeah, right across the road you got the Black Sheep. Green Room over there, all kinds of touristy type shops. You got the same thing over here. Except here you can get you a new home. Here's the information center. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, you can have your own private sanctuary right there. I don't see any price on it, but you can get this little house here for $999,000. Pretty nice. There's one for $1,450,000. So that's the price ranges you're looking at here. Yeah, lots to choose from, I'm sure. Sea bags, handmade totes and accessories right there. Made from recycled sails. I like that. That's cool. That's a good idea. Recycled sails. You might have a bag that's been across the Atlantic or the Pacific. Who knows? A little Mexican grill there with some music playing. So let's move on by that real quick. The shack shop's right there. Got some tie-dye for you. And a general store with people sitting out front this morning. There's some parking right there. All the parking in town is paid. You do it online. Look, I was trying to see what time it is. It's 10:44. That's a beautiful little place up there. Coffee house there. Man, that's nice. I like that. People up there drinking right now. Drinking a little, sipping, I guess, more than drinking. There's the parking thing if you want to know, so you can get ready before you come on down here. Got a ribeye steakhouse in here. Yeah, people are starting to pull in here this morning. This is a Friday. Yeah, boathouse right there with some more clothes in it. Jarrett Bay, I think that's what's that say. Jarrett, I don't know. I can't read that font. Y'all been with me long enough. You know how I do. I like this. Nice. Bring me a picture of that. That's a beautiful house right there. Yeah, that's probably going to be a thumbnail right there. Nice. Well, let's keep going. We're on Craven Street now. This is Front Street. They were walking along. You can see there's Rev right there. There's where I parked Rev.
She's been like working and decorating.
Harbor Specialties right here. Got some more good stuff for you. And I heard some of the cicadas in the background. I was in New Bern yesterday and they were loud. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to edit them down a little bit just to make it possible to watch the video. If you live in the South here, you know what they sound like. It's nice out here. I like this little place right here. It's open, whatever it is. Open daily. Let's go out the front. I'll give you a little bit of the boardwalk look as we go. Because I don't think we'll do a walk back. Can't see the name of it. I'm trying to get out here where I can see the name. Marina House, upstairs, dock house, okay. The Marina House. Yeah, go in there and get you some stuff to eat or drink, it looks like. If you got a sticker, I guess I need to get a sticker like everybody else and start putting them everywhere. I don't see no YouTubers on here though. Well, I want you to remember the fun we had. Reese McHenry. I don't know what that's all about. Y'all let me know. Kind of a cool little saying though. Gardens maintained by the Beaufort Garden Club. Now you got to be careful the way you say the name here. You're gonna make everybody upset. It's not Beaufort. It's Beaufort, F-U-R-T, like that. And it's not Beaufort, like down in South Carolina. It's Beaufort. Let me see if I can tell you a little bit about the town. As we look back across the island proper, and Island Outfitters, you got Clausen's restaurants over there. There's some jets flying. Cherry Point's not too far from here. And there's also another airport right close by. No, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, historic coastal town in Carteret County, founded in 1713, the third oldest in the state, located on the Crystal Coast near the Outer Banks. Scenic waterfront. Yeah, scenic waterfront. Talks about old Blackbeard. His ship got sunk in the Beaufort Inlet, right close to here. They got a maritime museum up here as well. I'm sure they got more information about that there. Let's cut back across. Let's cut back across at Allen Traders. Yeah, climate is mild in the winter and hot in the summer, and that's true. That is true. Get you a kayak right there. A lot of kayaking around these parts, hiking, mountain biking on some of these little trails. It's swampy around here. You gotta be ready with the sunscreen and bug spray. I'm sure Kitty Hawk Kites is over there. Yeah, lots of people coming my way. I'm trying to avoid them. I don't like putting the camera right in people's faces. Wind Tide. Beaufort apparel, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and more. Queen Anne's Revenge Food over there. Yeah, Queen Anne was the name of Blackbeard's ship that sunk. This was a bank at one time. It's the vault now. Look. Nice building though. Let's continue on. All right. They should sit out here. What big is the vault? Vault is a co-working thing, so I guess you can go in there and maybe use the offices and all and computers and all. That's what I'm guessing. Y'all let me know if it's not. Let's take it right here on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a map out. Oh, we're on Turner Street and front. We just turned off the front street. We're on Turner Street. Going up to the wine and coffee shop. Some of these back streets got cool little shops on them too. It's not all down there on Front Street. There's a home shop and another cafe right there. There's a lot of historic buildings, as you would imagine, since the town was the, make sure, third oldest, yeah. The oldest was Bath. We've already been there. That's a great little town. There's a building back here I want to see. Bath, and I think it's New Bern. Can't remember. It says it's the third. So it's Bath, New Bern, probably here, and then Edenton, I imagine. 1709. Did a great job painting that. Even the back areas are cool. Yeah, I might have that order wrong, but those are the big four. Yeah, all of them piled up against this water. That's how you got around back in the day, and up and down those rivers. Like Kingston, you go up the rivers, go to Kingston on certain rivers and different towns we have visited. Get out here. So there's a lot more historic site, books, gifts, and all right there. So that's good. Another historic center right here. So this is where you come if you want to learn about the town and the area. You get some guided tours, double-decker bus, old burying grounds tour. Yeah, I saw a picture of that graveyard. I was hoping it's not too far away. I was going to see if I could walk to it. Yeah, I got some stuff going on here. Summer party. All July's over. We're in August. Bar and quilt workshop. Those are big these days. Volunteer picnic, pine needle workshop. All kinds of stuff. That'd be a cool little building to go in. There's those cicadas I was telling you about. There's a historic site right here, I guess, where they reenact and do all kinds of stuff. You can see they got fans up there, and those fans are there for a reason when that humidity comes out. Ooh, we're gonna have to get out of here, it's too loud. Bucks, cicadas, yeah, Civil War site. All right, there's the brew house, market house over there. It's like houses to my right, so let's go back over. Anywhere there's some trees, you can find them cicadas. Got one empty here. Somebody wants to come in and try it out down here. I imagine the rent's probably high though. So you need to rake in the bucks to rent one of these places. Maybe if you could buy it, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you own a building here. How does that work? Beaufort Historic Site. This is the John Manson House, 1825. That door. Second floor where they had it set up there. I like these old houses and buildings. Let's go through these people. So this is the Royal James Cafe. It's closed right now. Opens at 11:30. You got about 30 minutes to wait. Please visit Beaufort Home Shop and Gallery. Painting with local artists and all that. Like the door there. Come in, we're open. Home Shop. Go down here taking selfies in front of these pictures. That's always a fun thing to do. So here's their little map. Put that on there. There's people out there swimming. There's some boats. Show you where the parking is, where the Maritime Museum is. All that. Trying to see where that graveyard is. National Park Service, ferries. No, I don't see the graveyard. There's some cool murals here. Can you imagine? Oh my. Hold on. Little camera, don't want to center her up. What you doing, camera? Can you imagine being on that sailboat sailing across the ocean? Yeah, a little shrimp boat right there. I went shrimping one time. It's fun. And those fresh shrimp are a lot better than anything you get out of the store. I'll tell you that right now. The weather is nice. Lots of sunshine. I've never had so much fun. Wish you were here, John. Old postcards. That's how they did it before Instagram. See all them fish. You guys had a good time. And here's the boardwalk. We just walked up, and it's across the street from us now. Back on Front Street again. I think we've got my camera lined back up. Another sign telling you which way to go and all. This is the Beaufort Lending Company here, and Beaufort. Oh, ooh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Beaufort Lending Company, Beaufort Realty. Ooh, I'm glad nobody heard me. There's Finn's over there with a Z. It's like an old gas station at one time. They turned it into a grill. I like that. There's some more parking. Permitted parking right here. You get towed. All right, let's cross. Some cicadas is on that right side. On that right side. Let's go over here to the Moonrakers. Right there in the fancy building. About trip. What it's called, museum store. So I guess that's probably the museum right there. We can go in and find out everything you want to know. Maritime Museum. Blackbeard and fishing and all things water, I'm sure. Moonrakers. Got a big bus done pulled up. People piling off. Learning about old Edward Teach. I think it's Teach. Who was Blackbeard. Look at that house. That's nice. What? It says the museum is temporarily closed for construction. Okay, well, sorry, blessed people. You ain't looking at no museum today. Have to get online. Man, these houses are nice. Here's a little place you can go up Harborside Park. Boat shop entrance. Let's look through the fence. Yeah. Part of the North Carolina Maritime Museum, I guess. Harborside Park. Looks like you can go in there. So I don't know about that sign. Maybe that's old. Maybe it's up now. Yeah, big sign says temporarily closed, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Man, look at all these houses. Wouldn't you love to live in one of those? Except when the hurricanes come in and the insurance bill. Fixing that one up. Yacht sales here too. Yeah, this is a big area for yachts. I'm outdoors in that I like drinking on patios. Well, that's true of a lot of people. There's one of them big boats right there. Bigger than a kayak. They have a farmer's market every Saturday, 9 to 11 on the courthouse square. I passed that coming in. It's on up the way. I don't know if it's on this road or not, but I saw it. Remembering our ancestors, African presence in the Middle Passage. So it talks about that, how they were in them ships and all. Yeah, a whole lot of information here if you want to learn about that. Yeah, you can learn about the Civil War, Revolutionary War, and slave trade and everything. Captain's crew worked as a single unit, timing their efforts so that all hands pull the net as one. That's a job right there. This is the Beaufort Garden Club set this up. Had a big industry in 1865. There's the boats, all that they did back then. Got some dock rules, somebody out there on the boat now. It's beautiful. There's some artwork there. I'm assuming that's fish. Bunch of fish going up and down. That's what I'm gonna guess. They'll tell me. I know if you watch some of the videos about whales and dolphins and things like that, you'll see them swarming, circle them little fish up, and they'll be going up and down, trying to avoid getting eaten and hoping their buddy gets it before they do. So there's where we came from. There's those houses, and more beautiful houses to go. Kind of reminds me of Charleston in a way, but a lot more peaceful. Yeah, look at that. Let's see what this building is. There's more parking all up and down the street. That's another nice house right there. See on top, I think that's called a widow's walk. And I think the reason they call it a widow's walk is because wives of the men that went out to sea would go up there looking out at the water, seeing if they're waiting for their husbands to come back, and being as it was a dangerous job, sometimes they did not. All right. Well, it's mostly houses out here now. I think that's see what's there is a. Let's look at the map real quick. Hold on just a second. Okay, I think I figured it out. Yep, square building over there on that island is the Duke University Marine Lab. So they got that going on here too. And if you go on past that island, hold on, I'm looking at my map trying to tell you this. I want to make sure to tell you right. To the left and past that island is Fort Macon, and when we did Atlantic Beach, we drove down to the Fort Macon site, state park, and we just drove through the parking lot because we weren't doing parks at that time. But that's another one I want to go back and do a video of. It's a really cool place to visit. So that's right across the water there. You have to drive around toward it, and maybe that ferry's take you over there. I don't know. Something you'll have to check on. You can see the NOAA building over there. I can see their little emblem on the side of the building, so they got a presence here as well. Just a lot of stuff. Let's start walking back into town. I'll tell you a few more things. So I don't know where that little graveyard was. I wish I could find it, but I'll stick it on the end if I find it on the way back. But there was a few other things I wanted to tell you. Get my notes right. What was it? They have an event here called the Pirate Invasion. So that sounds like a fun thing. I think there's a cost to it, maybe $5 to $10. But if you guys have ever been here, is that worth coming to? If it is, I definitely will come back. Check that out. They got a music festival here too, and I'm imagining a lot of other smaller things going on. So yeah, that's cool. They got the old graveyard around here. They got if you go down to the I guess it's Shackleton's. It's so hard looking at everything while you're walking. I'm lost. Yeah, one map shows good and one don't. Shackle something. Oh Lord, I'm trying to find it because some maps show it up fast and others don't. Oh well, let me switch back to Apples, see if they're any better. As we go, we're up here at Pivers Island. That's where the Duke place was. On down. Harper's Island. I don't know. I don't know where I got the idea of Shackle. They're going to have to tell me on that one. They're going to have to tell me. Anyway, it's a place you can go over and ride and see the horses. Got ponies. You can go over there. Yeah. Some of these ships were wrecked back in the day, and I guess ponies just swim to shore, the horses and all. And you can see them today, just like up the Outer Banks and Corolla. Let's cross over here real quick. Let's cicadas don't seem too bad right now. They're gonna get started back up in a minute though. You get behind this truck. Uh-oh, they're getting wound up again. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it here as these people come by on their bicycles. What a beautiful town. Come check it out, find that graveyard, and take all those tours. Have a great time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care.